Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? Happy Wednesday. It's Richard Kuo, and I'm really excited to bring you this week's episode of my videos. So this week we're going to talk about how do you build your self-esteem and your confidence. I'm really excited about this video because, this is what I study, and I'm just really excited to kind of just give you my thoughts and collection of everything I've learned in my whole entire lifetime, but especially in the past 2 years. So the summary, there's 3 points that I want to bring up. The summary of the points, number 1 is to accept yourself. Number 2 is don't compare yourself with other people. Number 3 is do the right thing, okay? So let me dive into details because the details are where it's really important. Okay, number 1, accept yourself. This is, man, see, I wish this phrase was more sexy so people would understand how important it is for us to accept ourselves for who we are. Like, accept yourself. So cliche, super cheesy, but I use this phrase so often because it tackles the point. We need to accept ourselves. If you want to build your self-esteem and your confidence, you need to accept who you are in this moment right now. Know that you, just by existing, listen to me, just by existing, you are good enough. That you are enough. Just by being a human being, just by being a lizard, just by being a roly-poly, just by being a tree shrub. I don't care what you are. We are all, as creatures, enough. The problem is society tells us, hey, you're a loser, or if you're this, if you're gay, or if you have pink hair, or if you have boogers hanging out your nose, you're a loser. And look, society doesn't matter. If you want to build your self-esteem and your confidence, everything comes from within. What I've learned on my journey is to stop worrying about what other people think about me. Because we can only control our own self-esteem and our confidence. We oftentimes look for external sources to validate us. So for example, the amount of subscribers or the amount of likes that you get on your posts or followers that you have or friends that you have, like all these things we look to validate who we are as important. But what I'm starting to realize on my journey is the numbers don't really matter. They feel nice, but it's very artificial. I've met a lot of people. Anna Shine, if you're watching this, she's a YouTuber. She has 1.5 million YouTube subscribers. Talk to her in person and know that a lot of these famous YouTubers or like celebrities, Instagram celebrities, whoever you are, everyone's kind of going through their own insecurities. We all want to chase this fame or this, have so many subscribers follow us and, everything like that. We want to be recognized and validated. But the numbers on a surface level, on a temporary level, yes, they validate us. But on a deeper level, we could still be empty inside because we need to accept who we are as individuals. So that's number 1. Accept yourself. Know that just by existing, you are enough. Number 2 is don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. Don't compare yourself with other people. So don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. What this means is every single one of us on this earth, we are on a different journey. I think oftentimes we get so caught up in our culture, whatever culture it is, American, Chinese, Indian, Persian, Hispanic, Black, whatever culture it is. I think a lot of us, we tend to compare ourselves with other people. So if you have low self-esteem or struggle with confidence, chances are you compare yourself with other people. Just like me, what I used to do and still do today. I'm trying to get better. Okay, so here's what I've learned. Good example. I recently started working out again. I went to the gym. By the way, when I say working out again, like this is kind of like my first time ever lifting weights. I never usually do that. I do a lot of cardio. But I joined a coaching program, fitness program, and I was instructed to lift weights. So I started lifting weights and I was like, oh man, this feels kind of embarrassing. Like I need to ask other bros in the gym, hey, can you help me learn how to do a bench press, the most basic bro move ever, And like initially I felt a little bit of judgment. I felt like I should have been judged, like, oh man, look at this guy. He's older than me. Like, he should know how to do this already because he's a man. But then when I started having those thoughts, I'm like, wait a second. Why does this even matter? I'm not here for this guy. I'm not here to, show off to anyone else. I'm here at the gym because for myself. I'm here to develop my own body and my own discipline for myself. And then the next challenge came up. I see these guys next to me. They're like lifting freaking like 100, 200 pounds. And I'm just like, I'm going to start with these tens. Yeah. So I started lifting them, like I got this weak stuff. And, these guys like pump, 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 pump. And I'm sitting there like, I'm tired. I just got to put it down. Don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. That's my point. My point is everyone's on a different journey. And look, let's say you got a classmate or a friend or someone, especially around the same age level as you, and you're both trying to get to a similar destination. At the end of the day, we're all going to maybe a possibly similar destination, but also a very different one as well. Very, very easy for us to compare ourselves. I think we got to let that go. We got to let go of that. I got plenty of entrepreneur friends who are much younger than me. They're making millions of dollars. And sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I was hustling as hard as they did, So we're always comparing ourselves. But if we want to build our self-esteem and our confidence, we got to let that go. And how you let that go, or how do you replace that idea of comparison and competition, I think is you start focusing on yourself. You start focusing on, I guess you can compare yourself with your old self. So just love yourself, appreciate, accept who you are. And then what you want to do is, I guess you want to compare yourself with your old self. And that's the only person that you want to be better than, just improve yourself. And remember, your old self is not your enemy. Your old self is your friend. Your old self is cheering you on to be a better person. That's how you got to see it, because it's a team effort. Okay, number 3, last one is do the right thing. That's the short summary of it. The more drawn out version of it is do one thing that makes you feel responsible. So if you're wanting to improve your self-esteem and your confidence level, just do one thing that makes you feel responsible. Chances are, if you are someone who has low self-esteem or low confidence, you feel kind of sorry for yourself, because I know how it feels. And when you feel sorry for yourself, when you feel like you can't do it, you kind of give up. You feel like, oh man, I don't want to do this. I can't do it. I can't. And you start doubting yourself. And then all of a sudden you just can't do anything. And you're like, oh man, I'm such a loser. Do one thing that makes you feel responsible. Do one right thing. A good example is go for a walk. If you feel like you need to start exercising more, start doing some exercises. If you feel like you need to start eating healthier, do some exercises. Eat healthier, eat cleaner. If you feel like you should give up something like an addiction, drugs, smoking, drinking, video games, porn, whatever it is, give that up. Just do one thing. And look, here's the thing. Don't beat yourself up. Again, accept yourself for who you are. Don't beat yourself up if you don't accomplish it. The goal is to take one little step forward. I was stuck beating myself up just a few weeks ago, and my brother was like, hey, come on, Richard, what's going on here? Stop looking at the big picture. Like you're where you're at right now in your life, you're looking way too big. You're looking at the big goal. What you need to do right now is you need to win the day, win the hour, win the half hour, win the 10 minutes, whatever it is. So I think that's some great tips I want to provide to you. If you're feeling kind of stuck and you feel that low self-esteem, that low confidence, just win one small thing at a time, because we got to give ourselves that little baby steps. And that's what's going to slowly build that momentum for us to find that esteem and that confidence that we have within ourselves, okay? Everything you need is already inside of you. Again, quick recap. Number 1 is accept yourself, because just by you existing, you are enough. Number 2 is stop comparing yourself with other people. Don't let your phones ring. And, and number 3 is do one thing that makes you feel responsible, all right? This is what I have for this week. Please, I'm on this huge journey to help people, teens, young adults, to break through their self-worth conversations. And this is just one extra video to get some of you there. Please help out by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing this with your friends. I want to be on this journey together with you to kind of spread this message, because I believe this is the most important message of self-acceptance that everyone needs to hear in this world, because that's how we start living our lives and going after and the things that we want to and becoming the people that we want to. All right, so thank you so much. I love you all. Take care. Love yourself. Peace. Woo! Hey ladies and gents, how's it going? It's Richard Kuo. This week I want to ask you 2 questions. The first one is, what is your greatest insecurity right now? Second question is, how is this affecting your life?